All right, let me get comfy. You can hear me still good, right? All right.
Well, welcome in everybody. Thank you for joining us on the first ever episode of Plot Twist.
We've been trying to do this for a while, for a long time. It's finally here.
Long time waiting. My name is Ibrahim, joined by my co-host Ahmed.
Ace Money. Ace, no trace, no case, no face.
No face. Well, thank you guys for joining. This is going to be a podcast video series about movies, cinema in general, TV shows, new, old, present, past. So thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah, I'm excited. It's time to actually talk about what happened to movies, what happened to TV shows, what happened to everything. You know,
I think it's a good thing and a bad thing, but I think TikTok ruined movies and TV shows.
Everything now, I feel like it's been trending towards like TV series now. Everything has been TV, miniseries, Netflix short series. Just going to the movies, I can't even remember the last time I went to the movies to even see a good movie.
The miniseries has been huge.
Yeah.
I think people's attention spans have been so short. Everything is about, okay, give me all this information. We're losing plots, storytelling. I think that's what really got me into movies and TV shows to begin with, is the storyline.
Yeah, same. I feel the same way. I think even just watching a show, being connected to a show, having something to see either every week or something to binge, it just feels like you can explain the story more. You can have a longer storyline. When even just movies, good movies are great, but they kind of just, once it's done, it's done. I'm not thinking about it. I'm not talking about it.
Do you remember what you told me when I tried telling you to watch Game of Thrones? Before talking about like you not liking sci-fi and not liking dragons, do you remember what you told me?
I do. I told you that I would never watch it. I said I'm not going to watch anything that has to do with dragons, horses, swords, old school fighting.
There was one more thing that you told me.
What did I tell you?
You told me that TikTok spoiled a bunch of the
Yes, it did. It did. I actually went to YouTube and I watched, I think I seen a video where it showed me every major death in Game of Thrones. I don't remember any of them except for the one where I can't remember his name. Oberyn.
Yeah.
When he got his eye. Yes.
Yeah,
and he like got his like eyes gauged out. It was pretty crazy. But
and it was
it is the best show I think I've ever watched after watching it. It took me only 8 years to actually watch it, but it is hands down the last two seasons okay, but it still has been one of the greatest TV shows I think I've ever watched.
Yeah. I think we'll go more in depth on Game of Thrones. And
yeah, we need like a episode just to talk about that.
I think we're gonna have multiple episodes talking about this.
It would be really nice. You know what really got me into TV shows? Actually, I'm not even gonna. I think maybe my sophomore year in high school, and it was one of the first TV shows I think I ever watched. It was actually, I think, Breaking Bad. Not even exaggerating. And I was too young to even know what I was even watching at that point. Just to know that I'm actually watching like greatness. I thought it was better than Game of Thrones for a while. I used to be like, I'm not watching this. Game of Thrones is definitely hands down one of like the best things. Now, looking back at it, but Breaking Bad still was just, oh my God, bro. Breaking Bad was so good.
I'm glad you came around and I was able to convince you to watch it. It took 8 years, 9 years.
It did take a long time. I'm not going to lie. It took a long time. It took a lot longer than it should have. But are you watching anything now, actually?
I am. I'm watching Snowfall.
Snowfall was good. Snowfall was really good. I'm pretty sure I finished it, but Snowfall for me, it was a lot of, like when it comes to like a lot of the older times and like a lot of telling stories about, you know, like 70s. I don't even know what time it takes place in
the 70s, I think.
But not a lot of people do a good job of like getting it down. I think Snowfall did a really good job to get that down.
I'm watching it with my wife, and she thought that it was from the show was actually from this, like the cinematography.
Yeah,
was that good? Where she literally thought, "Oh my God, like for an old show, this is really good." And I was like, "No, this was filmed recently. It's just the way they actually shot it, the dress code, the way everyone, their appearances made it seem like, okay, they really are in the 70s right now, which kind of one of the reasons why I like it. I felt old school. I felt like, you know, shows from 10, 15 years ago. The storyline is good. Acting is great. So I've been really enjoying it. I'm only 3 seasons in, so I haven't finished it yet, but that's the show I'm watching now.
It's really good. I think the prime was the first couple of seasons. I'm not going to lie. They were really good. Frank, he's such a good actor. His name Damon. His name is something. I can't remember his name. But he's actually a really, really good actor. I like him a lot.
It's very good.
What am I watching right now? I'm watching Billions.
Very good.
It is very good. I don't know too much when it comes to like the financial trading hedge fund kind of like situation, but I really like it. I think his name is Bobby Axelrod in the show right now. He does a great job portraying being a billionaire. I think he's so good. I think he's done a good job.
He's a scumbag.
He's a scumbag, but he's good.
He's such a great actor. He's honestly a great actor. I've seen him in the video shows, and he really does sell the bit, and it goes back to like what I love about movies and TV shows. I know you mentioned yours earlier was Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
For me, Prison Break.
Prison Break is old but gold. Prison Break is actually old but gold. I really liked it, but it was so long. I felt like after the first season, the second one they were in Panama, I think, or something like that.
Yep.
And then towards the end, he ended up having cancer. I think
he did.
So he, I guess, I don't know. A lot of times when shows like, for example, there's a show Dexter. You watched Dexter, right?
I did.
Once you get to like 4 or 5 seasons, like you either have to wrap it up or really finish what you're trying to say. If you start throwing in extra seasons with just a random like villain, I guess you can say, it starts to kind of get repetitive.
Yeah. No, I agree. And that's why one of my all-time favorite shows, and not to keep jumping around here, Queen of the South.
Queen of the South was very good as well.
That's a show that, one, was I think only 5 seasons, but 2, knew exactly when to end.
It did. It had a great ending.
Great ending, great storytelling, and they knew when to end it. We were talking about this earlier. Someone's like, oh, I wish there was a few more seasons, and I was like, no. The reason why it was so good is it ended exactly when it needed to end. And that's another thing about TV shows. They don't know when to end.
Yeah, a lot don't.
They're squeezing it out. Oh, let's do another season. Squeezing it out. What's Grey's Anatomy and like all these other shows? It's like I've never watched Grey's Anatomy, so I don't want to talk too badly about it because I have heard some good things like on the earlier seasons, but like shows like that where it's like 22 seasons, 18 seasons, 15, just know when to end.
I'm not gonna lie. If you have more than like 8 seasons or 10 seasons, like I'm not even watching. It's impossible to do that, bro. Do you know how many NCISs they have?
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna like. I get it. Sometimes you need like a casual watch to just put it on TV and just kind of have it on. But you can't have NCIS Law and Order, NCIS Hawaii, and they have like Hawaii 5-0.
Yeah.
There's so many shows that are just like the same thing. I promise you, I'm not even exaggerating. I don't know if anybody else does this. I literally will have my sandwich, bag of chips, right? My drink. I swear to God, I will be sitting through Netflix, HBO Max, Hulu, whatever it is, for 30 minutes, and I still can't find anything.
Yeah.
And it's hard.
I do that for a good 4 minutes, and then automatically put on The Office. That's a show that I can watch a million times.
The Office is good. The Office is really good. I didn't watch it in full. I didn't watch it from start to finish. Never. No, I never did. Usually, like, I think you're the one that actually put me on The Office. I watch it, like, I skip through seasons, and when I was with you, I think I watched the most of them. I don't think I've ever just put it on TV.
You don't have to watch it in order. You should.
But I just have to watch it.
You just need to watch it.
That's what I have to do, actually.
That's what you need to do when you're eating a sandwich. Just watch The Office, laugh, forget about everything going on in the world.
It's really good. I love Michael. He's such a good actor. I love him. Jim, now, he's in, like, 2 different... is he in Jack Ryan?
Jack Ryan. Have you watched it?
No, I never watched it, actually.
Very good. Not the biggest fan of the last season, but the first few seasons were... It takes a minute to get over, like, Jim. Like,
yeah.
He becomes Jack Ryan after a while.
Did you know that he actually wrote The Quiet Place? He directed it.
Yeah. Him and his wife.
And they directed real life.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the daughter, though, right? I don't think that's their daughter in real life.
I think it is.
Is it?
I think it is.
They're supposed to come out with a. You know what? I actually seen A Quiet Place day one. I saw it in the theater. Oh my god, it was so bad. It was terrible to me. That I watched it and I did not like it at all. I didn't enjoy it. I liked the concept,
Yeah.
but I didn't think it was anything near comparable to the first two.
There's 3 of them.
Did you watch the day one? It's called A Quiet Place Day One.
Sorry, don't be mad at me. I don't think I watched the second one yet. Still, I know you've been telling me.
Honestly, I wouldn't. If it's on TV, I might watch it. But if it's not on TV, I probably wouldn't watch it. I'm gonna lie.
Yeah,
It wasn't that good.
there's a few things I still need to watch that you've recommended.
What haven't you watched tonight?
What's his name? Keanu Reeves. What's his movies?
Oh my god, bro! You haven't watched John Wick.
Yeah, I watched the first one. It was really good. I liked it. I never got around to watching the other ones.
John Wick is like, the kill count gets crazy. Like they start to kind of not overdo it, but sometimes I'm watching an hour and a half and I'm like, bro, this guy just murdered like 200 people. Like there's no way, but I still watch it. I just love him.
Yeah.
And he actually talks about more in the first movie that he did. Like after like the second or third one, all he says is just like, yeah.
He didn't even talk in the first one.
No, he talked a little bit. He talked a little bit in the first one, but the last 3, 4, he's like, he doesn't even speak.
Yeah.
He's just like, you see him limping everywhere, and he's like, just murdering everything. But it was, bro, the fourth one was one of the best movies, I think. The third and the fourth were so good. It started to get really good.
You gotta watch it with me, maybe.
And they came out with a show. Actually, it's called oh my god, what is it called? I think it's called The Continental. It's called The Continental. It's about
yeah, the hotel.
Winston. That's what it's about. It's about Winston when he was young. I don't think I finished it actually. It's on Peacock, which I don't have any hate towards them, but I can't keep up with this. I mean, I have Paramount Plus, I have Netflix, I have HBO Max, which is now Max. Hulu, they won't give me a free month. And then there's Peacock. It's like, if my friend has a subscription, maybe I'll go on there, but I'm not into going. Too many is not good.
Going back to what killed movies and TV shows, that's exactly what killed movies and TV shows. All these different streaming platforms,
Yeah, it's too much.
they all cost more money than they deserve, and no one wants to pay it, right? Like, you mooch off of me for a couple things. I mooch off of my siblings on a couple of things. I mooch off of my cousin for his Netflix. Like, if it wasn't for that, I don't think I'd even be watching TV anymore.
I'm not gonna lie, Paramount Plus has been having really good stuff. I've been watching a lot of stuff lately. I'm not gonna lie, I don't know how I've been having so much time.
Do you have a job?
I do, but I watched Landman, which I really like. Billy Bob Thornton, he's really good. I was like, it was good. I really liked Landman. It was funny when it needed to be. It was kind of serious when it needed to be. Billy Bob Thornton, I think, is a really good actor. And they have eye candy. They have a lot of things that you would kind of look for in a show.
Yeah.
I think that they had it, and I'm pretty sure they're coming out with the second season.
Okay.
I'm not gonna lie.
Well,
I think I told you to watch.
You did. I'm on Snowfall, so once I'm done with Snowfall.
But it takes forever.
How long does it take? Sorry, I have an 8-month-old that keeps me preoccupied.
No, you got that. You got an excuse for that. All right. Well, now that we're talking about shows, what would you say? All right. Let me tell you this. What would you rank the first 5? I know it's off the top of your head. I know that we could talk about this more in depth, right? But if we're just talking about 5, like if you tell someone who's never watched any show in their life, like, listen, I need to watch something amazing, what would it be?
Do they have to be in order? Or just top 5?
I'll say that for that. Just 5.
Okay. Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Breaking Bad.
Okay.
Sopranos.
Excellent.
Those are like my top 3 that I don't even have to think about.
Okay.
Those crack it. 4 and 5s. Putting me on the spot.
I know.
I think we talked about this already, but Queen of the South. I don't know if I'd actually put it in the top 5 if I actually sat down and like looked at all my shows. But off the top of my head, she's talking about a show that has a great storyline, knew it to end, and had a great ending. Like a great the ending for that show, I would definitely put as top 5.
And it's hard to end. It's hard to end TV shows.
It's hard.
Good.
Yeah. Just ask Game of Thrones.
Bro, that made me so mad. I'll tell you, I'm saving all my rage. I know, like, even if one didn't even finish like
2018, maybe before COVID. I can't even remember 2017 and earlier, bro.
it was like maybe what 16, 17 or no?
I can't remember.
Bro, I know there's a lot of people out there that have let it go, but I think because I watched it so late, I need to connect with people. I need to sign a petition or something because I just can't believe that people had to live with this for so long.
Yeah.
I really can't.
To go a different route, I'd probably put The Office as 5. I know it's just about the comedy, the dry humor was fantastic for me at least. If we'll do another episode, I think,
For sure.
where I can actually think about and remember all the shows that I've watched, because there's definitely other shows I think that would crack it. But what about you?
There's actually a show. It's called Banshee.
Oh,
I don't know if anybody. I don't think a lot of people know about that show. I don't even know how I even got on that show. I think Banshee's so good. He played
my brother, Muhammad.
He did.
He got us on there.
I think he did get us.
He did get us on there. 100%. I remember.
It was bro. If I could talk about things about that show that a lot of people would not really think about. Never knew his name the whole show.
Yeah, still don't.
I love the fact that they did that. I think he is a great actor. They named Anthony Starr. He plays in The Boys, which I haven't watched. I've never watched it. I think I watched the first couple episodes, and there was a specific scene that it really was. I was like, "Is this show for me?" I was like, "Oh no."
It's a hot take. It's a different I've never seen a show like that, and that's I think why I continued watching it. You won't. It's
how many seasons do they have?
I think they're going on 3 or 4,
and it's on Prime. I think. So
yeah.
It's on Prime,
and they have like a spinoff now too called Gen V.
Are you serious?
Yeah, there's 1 season. I think season 2 is coming out soon. Also good. It's just different. It's different.
It's hard right now. And I'm in the finance kind of.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because I'm starting to learn a lot more about it. I'm starting to like it.
Yeah.
Like we watched Succession.
Yeah.
Succession was a very good show. It took me. Man, I feel like we're talking about so many shows.
Yeah. No, you didn't give me your top 5 yet.
I'll give you my top 5 right now. I'm trying to think about it.
You're trying to buy yourself time. Put me on the spot.
Succession was really good. That's what I'm like. Every time I go back to like the shows that I really, really like and I really enjoy, even if it's movies, even if it's TV shows, it's just the acting and like the way that they play like the story. I feel like it just coincides together.
Yes, stop trying to buy yourself time and give me your top 5.
All right, my top 5. Top 5. I am definitely putting Breaking Bad and Game of Thrones are definitely going to be up there. I think I have to put The Sopranos on there, even though it's pretty old. It's still it's really, really good. 4th, am I gonna go Sons of Anarchy here?
Cool.
I was such a big Sons of Anarchy fan. It's not even a joke. I was wearing like I swear to God, I was wearing Sam Crow hoodies. Like I bought merch. I thought it was such a good show, and I think also when it comes to these shows, I'll give you my last 2. I got you. I just want to, before I forget, is the fact that people, like when you have the same actor and it's 4 or 5 or 6 seasons, you need to see a change.
Yeah.
Right. And when you grow as an actor, you grow as a character, and you can really see like the evolution of that character, whether it's good, whether it's bad. I thrive on those kind of shows. I love those kind of shows. Jax Teller.
Yep.
Walter White.
Yep.
When I think of Game of Thrones, I feel like I see that with Jamie,
Khaleesi.
I don't really see Jon Snow that much. He like kind of became like, he kind of already was, really like a beast. He was like a good fighter and everything in the beginning. But even as he became like the commander of the Night's Watch and everything, he kind of felt the same to me. I don't know about his evolution.
Arya and Sansa for sure. She learned how to play the game after, and I hated her, but she was good.
Littlefinger, really just like kind of demised them in the end. Anyways, like I said, I'm not going to talk about Game of Thrones, but
notice how he's still buying time.
I just can't help myself. My last one, I have to put...
Last 2, no?
No, I said...
Oh, did you put Sons of Anarchy? You're officially putting him on the list? said you think he didn't officially put it in.
Man, it's so hard because I know there's going to be a show that I'm going to think about that's not going to be there. I think I'm going to put something there. I have to, just because the fact that I watched it. Also, I think that was the second thing I watched after Breaking Bad, and it was still great. My fifth one, am I going to go Queen of the South here? I'm going to go Queen of the South because how it ended, not Banshee. I didn't like how Banshee ended. Yeah, it was really good. The first couple seasons was great, and the last season, did not like it at all.
I think you got canceled potentially. I can't remember what exactly happened, so I think they rushed to last season. But that's a show that ended too soon. I think I needed one more season.
I think so too. I really enjoyed that show more, I think, than a lot of people give it credit for.
I don't think people do, but I think it got ratings. I think that's why it was earlier.
Well, we're gonna have a lot of time a lot more episodes to talk about different things, different movies, things that come out. Are you looking forward to anything actually coming out now?
I know you're looking forward to a movie coming out.
I am. I'm a pretty big Mission Impossible guy. I'm not gonna lie. I think Tom Cruise is
corny.
You're out of your mind. If you think he's corny, how are you kidding me? Do you think Tom Cruise is corny?
I don't like him.
Why?
I don't know. I can't tell you why.
Bro, the guy's 5 years old. He's swinging off a helicopter, and you don't see the run he does every movie that comes out. He's doing like the Tom Cruise run where he's just like completely hauling ass to the whole show.
You know him because of the way he runs on a TV show. Doesn't make him a good actor.
Bro, are you serious right now? You have to be kidding.
No, I'm not.
You don't like Tom Cruise?
I've never watched a single movie with Tom Cruise in there. I don't like him. I see him, and I don't know, something in me is just like, I hate this kid.
Have you seen Top Gun Maverick?
Nope.
Jack Reacher. I think it was Jack Reacher, I think his name is.
I haven't watched a single movie with him.
Bro, you're not one Mission Impossible.
Not a single one.
Okay. Obviously, we're going to have a lot of time to talk about why you didn't watch that. Bro, I think the first Mission Impossible came out like 1992. And so have something that's going on for, what's that, over 20, almost 30 years. You're talking about this guy has done, I think this is the 8th movie. And it's been good. Yeah. All the movies have been good.
Yeah. No, I know math is hard for you, but it's over 30 years.
Okay. What? It's not over 30 years. How? 1992?
Yeah.
To 2002, 2012, 2022?
Yeah, we're 2025. So 32 years.
30, okay, I said 30 years.
It's almost.
It's all right. Okay. First of all, don't try to shy away from the fact that you haven't watched any Mission Impossible. That's actually pretty crazy. I like Mission Impossible a lot. I love it. I think the actors are all great. I think Tom Cruise is great. We're gonna have to get on.
I'll try.
Anything else you're looking forward to?
I don't think so. I think The Boys is about to come out. Gen V season 2 is gonna come out soon. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff that we didn't cover today that I think we need to. I think we kind of got a little lost in reminiscing on some of these.
It's hard not to. It's hard not to. Someone at work actually, he told me that Dexter, which I like Dexter, even though it was so long ago I watched it. They came out with Dexter New Blood. I don't think I watched that one. And then they came out with a Dexter Original Sin where he's supposed to be young.
I'm out. Hot take. I like Dexter for the first 4 seasons. Another one of those shows where it's like, took too long. It took too long. And by the last season, I was just so invested into the show where I'm at that point. It's like, I'm just watching this because I wasted the last 4 or 5 seasons.
Maybe for the next show we can talk about movies. I have a lot of movie recommendations.
Yeah.
I think if I did a top 10 list, it would take me probably like a week.
Oh, I don't think I'd ever be watching. Yeah.
Like, I'm trying to think of what would be like the ideal first co-host, like as an actor to bring on. Actor. I don't know. I was sending a lot of emails, PR team.
Yeah, get on it.
Be a lot of emails you're going to have to send out.
I love Steve Carell.
Steve Carell?
Yeah.
That would be pretty good to go. I'm not going to lie. I would love to get it.
We'll see. Guys, watch these episodes and let us get to Steve Carell.
Yeah. Everybody's just like chatting in the comments. They're going to be like, bots with Steve Carell and all of it. I don't know why I want Hugh Jackman.
Oh. You are a big Wolverine guy. You are.
I love
We were just talking about it.
We were, but I don't know. I think he's a really good actor. I love Jack. He's not just a Wolverine. Like he's played so many movies.
Yeah,
he's a really good actor. He's just vicious. Like, I don't even know how old he is now. To be doing Wolverine. Yeah. Did you see the size of him in this movie?
Yeah. Yeah, I have.
Unless he's been juiced up on something. I don't know what Wolverine was on the last time. You want to hear about a hot take that a lot of people aren't gonna like? I like Deadpool, but I don't love it.
Yeah, we talked about this too.
He's good. I know that people like him. I like him, but I'm not like crazy. Like, oh my god, Deadpool. The last movie that came out was good. I liked it a lot. I watched it. I watch all the Deadpools. I love how he takes shots. Yeah. A lot of but I'm not a big Deadpool.
So you're a hater.
I'm not a hater. It's just sometimes dry humor. It kind of misses me a little bit.
Right. It's too sophisticated for you. Probably why you don't watch The Office.
I watch The Office. Okay, what other comedy? Because I think it's hard for me to watch comedy and actually bust out laughing watching it.
The Office.
Okay, other than The Office. Comedy, any comedy shows?
I mean, I can go old school. Malcolm in the Middle, George Lopez. Friends was good for a while.
I've never watched, and I'm not Gen Z or whatever anybody else is.
You are Gen Z. I'm not. 1997. He's Gen Z.
That doesn't even count.
It literally does count.
Okay, so but like it's right on. It's on the literally the line.
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't count. I can't consider myself the same as my younger brother.
Yeah, he's a Gen Z too. Yeah, exactly.
No, he's Gen Z. I'm not Gen Z. I grew up around that era. I remember there was no phones. They had the flip phone and everything. I had a Game Boy and the VHS. I remember all of that.
Yeah, that doesn't mean you're just.
I'm pretty sure that still makes me not
as Gen Z actually. I think.
You are. It's not.
It's right. Your generation ruined everything.
They did not. It wasn't my generation. I'm pretty sure.
You guys are the worst.
Why did I even start talking about my age? You can remember. I can't remember this episode. The point I was trying to bring it up was for what? I can't remember.
We're talking about movies.
Movies. Sure. Honestly, I can't even remember.
Yeah, top 10 movies. It's going to take us a while.
It's going to take us a while. Kangaroo Jack's going to be Kangaroo Jack. Oh, God. That's the first thing I think of when I think of like VHS tape. The big, fat TV back and all that stuff. Now everything's, iPad. Bro, you know what's crazy? You know what I remember? I don't know if anybody else remembers this. I remember when Netflix used to come in the mail. Do you remember that? It used to come as a disc.
I didn't think that was Netflix, but I do remember when you had to rent it.
I remember it was Netflix.
Yeah.
I remember we used to put it in. We had to I think mail it back after 2 days.
Yeah. Then I think that was Netflix actually.
It was Netflix. And then, I used to go with my dad to Blockbuster. Mm-hmm. Remember that? I don't even remember how he used to pick a movie. How did you even pick movies? You just walk in, you're grabbing each one off the shelf, trying to figure out this looks good. Oh, you still have the cover?
You really sound desperate trying to make yourself sound like a millennial.
This is a joke. There's nothing you can say that's going to make me think I'm Gen Z. I'm not Gen Z.
You're trying so hard right now.
You know what I am, Gen Z. Who cares? You know what? I'm the best Gen Z out there. How about that?
I'd agree to that.
Thank you. I appreciate you. But I think when it came to, I don't know, man, those feelings too, when late night you would go to like a Walgreens or CVS and the Red Box, you pick, oh man, this movie just came out. We have to watch this movie. I look forward to that too. That's real easy.
Okay. Do you remember what the first movie you ever watched was?
The first movie?
No.
This might be an episode within itself. I am a very big Disney fan.
Mm-hmm.
The old movies that came out back then, dude, I don't know what it is. I always think about A Bug's Life.
Man.
That was such a... I seen a scene about that the other day. Now that I'm talking about it, I know it's probably going to come up all over my phone. Yeah. Where he's like, ants don't feed grasshoppers. He's like, he was saying something. I'm like, bro, this was so good. He never missed with any movie that came out back then.
Yeah.
Lion King, Bug's Life.
Lion King.
Treasure, I think was it called Treasure Island? You ever heard of that?
I don't remember.
I think it was called Treasure Planet. Treasure Planet. Maybe. That was one of my favorites. Brother Bear.
Which one was your first one you watched?
First one?
Can you remember?
I would hope it's Lion King. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't remember. I still remember mine. What about first movie you watched in the theaters? Because mine are the same.
First movie I watched in the theater. Wow, I don't think I know.
Mine was the Rugrats.
Really?
Yep.
That came out in the movies?
Still remember that. Yep.
I could say I never watched Rugrats.
I think it was the first and only time my dad ever took me to the movie theaters.
That's so bad. I hope he doesn't watch this. He's gonna be like, I can't believe you'd say that.
Yeah, you know, I got the room where I had food on the table, so I was still happy about that. That was the only time he ever took me to the movie theaters. And I was with some of my cousins. I met you with their dad.
I feel bad. My dad, also really old school. If he took me to the movie, I'd be into the movie and I'd look back at him. He's like this. I swear to God, bro. He'd be just out. I remember he took us one time to see Santa Claus 2. Jack Frost. I don't know why I even wanted to go see that movie. I went to watch it, and I remember just like sitting there looking at it, and my dad literally, I'm not even exaggerating, was like, literally just looking at his back. I was like, this guy doesn't want to watch any of these movies. I remember watching Cars in the movies. I remember watching Spider-Man when it first came out in the movies.
Same.
All right, here's a question for you. What's your favorite? Who's your Spider-Man?
It's a hot take.
It better not be. There should only be one good answer for this.
I love Tom Holland.
What?
I love him.
Nothing against Tom Holland. Make that very clear.
I loved him. I thought he brought Spider-Man to a whole new level. I really do.
I need to hear more about this.
Dude, he's funny.
Okay.
He's meant to be like in Spider-Man was originally meant to be a younger person.
Okay.
So the other, Andrew Garfield and I can't even remember who the other ones were. All great.
Wait, hold on.
I'm blanking on the name now.
You're not gonna blank on me.
Okay.
What's his name?
Okay, Andrew Garfield. I
remember Andrew Garfield.
I see Pro Pally. I remember
Shout out.
Andrew Garfield.
Shout out.
Yeah, man. I literally see his face, and he was in the last movie. I can't remember his name. But you know me, bro. I'm bad with names.
No, you're not bad with
I am
names, actually.
names.
No, you're not.
I'm really bad with actors' names.
I'm gonna say his name and I want you to never forget it. Tobey Maguire.
Oh my god.
Bro, how can Tobey Maguire not be... Bro, Tobey Maguire was the best Spider-Man. Listen, I liked Andrew Garfield. He looked a little bit old for me to be a teenager. Tobey Maguire, when he just comes on TV, I just literally feel like I'm this, like, little kid. And I watch it, and it's great. Spider-Man 2, Spider-Man 1, even the third one was good. I liked it. Oh my God, bro.
I liked all of them.
I think it's good.
He brings a new vibe to it. The corniness, he just killed the role.
Here's also a hot take. I actually don't think I watched the ones with Tom Holland.
How do you not rank?
No, I watched the one where they all came together.
Yeah, that's the last one.
The last one?
Yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal? Is it Gyllenhaal or Gyllenhaal? Jake Gyllenhaal.
Flip your coin.
Sorry, Jake, if you're watching this. I think he was in the first one and the second one. He was like the villain.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Really good.
I'm going to have to check that out. I'm going to see if you watched something else. Did you watch the animated Spider-Man? The Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse? Bro, how?
I'm not a cartoon person.
Ibrahim, shout out Abe the Babes. He actually was the one who told me that I have to go watch it. I was like, I don't know. Am I really going to go to a movie theater? It's going to be like a bunch of kids in here and, it's an animated series or, and bro, I'm not even exaggerating. It was an amazing movie. The first one and the second one, especially the second one, I loved it. That's something that you have to check that out.
Yeah, not to change subjects, but the last time I went to a movie theater thinking I was watching a TV show was Sausage Party.
Oh my God.
I didn't see what it was rated. No, I just show. And there's a bunch of like parents with their kids. And then I got to the end scene. I don't think I've laughed harder in a TV in a movie theater.
Definitely didn't know what they were gonna watch, bro. The end of that movie was atrocious.
That was honestly a top 5 finish. Oh my God. Just because I didn't expect it.
Was it the Seth Rogen?
Seth Rogen, that's my guy.
He's good. I say Seth Rogen. I like Jonah Hill a lot.
I like Jonah Hill too.
Super funny. very hot take here.
Oh God.
I do not think Will Ferrell is funny at all.
Oh. I want to disagree with you. He's funny, but like,
Everybody's always around, Christmas Day. They always talk about Elf. I never watched Elf a day in my life.
Elf is good. Elf is
But to watch it every year. I'm not even kidding you, like down the street, we had a blow up of the Elf, like literally him, right? It was a cardboard cutout. Are you serious right now? He's not that funny to me.
I would agree.
Step Brothers was, listen, I watched it. It was good, but I don't know. It's not, I guess it's just hard. It's hard for me to laugh when it comes to movies. I'd rather cry.
I agree with it.
Yeah, I don't think Will Ferrell's funny.
He came out to The Office for a few episodes, and
No.
no.
I don't really know anybody who would be funny.
Steve Carell, thanks for leaving.
The Office is funny. Modern Family is funny.
Never watched it.
Modern Family?
Yeah.
Never?
Ever.
I thought that we were pretty similar when it came to a lot of shows, but I feel like we watched a lot of some different things too.
Some of us had jobs growing up.
I work. I definitely work.
Shut up, buddy. Your 30-hour work weeks.
I don't work 30 hours. I work longer than 30 hours. When you have a family restaurant, it's not 30 hours. It's 300 hours. And you get paid for less than 30 hours. All right, so if we're going to talk about superhero, right?
Mm-hmm.
I know a trailer just came out for that movie, the new Superman. Did you see that?
You're not gonna like what I'm about to say.
I'm actually might, because I didn't.
Superman. I don't think I've liked a single one of those movies.
I think the Man is with his name was Henry Cavill. I think I liked him. I thought Man of Steel was really good. And did they do a second movie? Man of Steel?
Didn't like it.
And then no, I don't think they did. I think they just got him into the Justice League and kind of like started heading in that direction with combining like the characters and everything.
DC sucks minus Batman. Fantastic Four. I think that's DC, or is that Marvel?
I'm not sure. Fantastic Four, they have a new one coming out too.
The first Fantastic Four was good.
It was. I like that one a lot too. I like that one a lot.
But otherwise,
then I think they came out with one with Michael B. Jordan too. They came out with like a recent one. I think maybe like a couple years ago, maybe earlier than that. I don't know. I don't even think I watched it. What's his name? The Rock guy? He's like a rock.
yeah, that's from Fantastic Four.
Fantastic Four. I don't know. Is he? Did they call him anything? The Rock.
The Rock.
I think not Dwayne. We're not talking about Dwayne.
Which, if you're talking about actors, I do not like.
I don't think he's great.
Thank you.
I don't think he's great either. I don't think he does.
Stick to wrestling.
Yeah. Once they started getting him in the Fast and the Furious series, I was like, come on, dude. Why?
You're bringing up a lot of TV movies that
You didn't watch any of the Fast and Furious?
watched. First one.
You didn't watch Fast and Furious.
I watched the first one.
After the first, at least the first 4 or 5.
Only watched the first one. Didn't like it. Didn't watch the other ones.
I unfortunately donated a lot of money to the movie theater for the last couple that I saw. Bro, they took I think the last movie that I watched, they took them to space.
Yeah.
The thing was in a car in space.
I remember when you called me.
I was like, bro, come on. Why? I'm in the movies right now. Like, I'm eating popcorn. I'm like, what is this? Now you have to be pissed drunk to be in the movie theater and enjoy it or something at this point.
Well, that's what you get for spending your money on a terrible simulation.
Yeah, they did ruin that franchise, unfortunately. Well, we're going to watch a lot more.
Thanks, Al.
I'm looking forward to a couple. I'm actually looking forward to Jurassic Park. It's a new Jurassic Park coming out.
The last one was really good. The last one that came out a few years ago, I really liked that one.
Dominion, I think. I like Jurassic Park. I don't even care if it's... I don't think I like the last one.
Oh, I really like
the one with the... It was like bugs or something were like infesting the crops. Which one are you talking about?
I don't remember that.
I don't think you watched the third one. I think you're talking about the second.
Maybe.
Third one came out. I watched that in the movie theater. It wasn't good at all. There was no dinosaur action at all.
No.
But when they get the wrap, it's just like the whole movie. I'm waiting for it.
Yeah.
I'm waiting. Like, just get in the room, get in anywhere that you are, and I want the raptors to come in, creeping in the room, and start like looking around. Oh my god, bro! I'm like literally in my seat like this,
Still scared.
Still scared. Raptors, dude, I'd rather T-Rex, any other dinosaurs. When it comes to raptors, I don't mess with them. They're scary.
Him. Oh,
Well, all right. How you feeling?
feeling good.
Feeling good. Looking forward to the next. Looking forward to the next episode. Yeah, a lot more to talk about. I think we did. I think it was a good first episode. We talked about a lot of things.
Yep.
Definitely want to go more in depth. Definitely want to talk more. Shout out the men behind the mics. Shout out to Mo Money. Shout out the second Mo Money, Mo Lottie, Mo Money, Mo Lottie. And that's a wrap, I think, right?
Yeah, I think so. Subscribe to the podcast. Follow us on TikTok.
Yeah.
YouTube.
Absolutely. YouTube, TikTok, Instagram,
Twitter.
I'm not a big Twitter guy. You on Twitter?
I'm on Twitter.
Maybe Twitter.
Maybe. You want to give Elon another?
No, probably not.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, good. If you have suggestions, want us to talk about anything, let us know.
And definitely give him crap in the comments for not knowing Tobey Maguire.
Or that he's a millennial.
That's ridiculous.